Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys, you can tell by the jewelry and everything else that I'm kind of filming back to back. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by. I am going to do a flip through of the journal that I made on the recent crafting retreat that I was at in California. It's not finished. I just want to go ahead and do a flip through because I get to go on a million different projects and then sometimes I forget. But I also have to go through, edit a lot of photos, print them, make a lot of frames. So there's still a lot of work to go into this journal. So when it's truly done, then I will do another flip through. But I kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like. I had so much fun doing this. It was quite challenging, I think, for everybody. And so I just wanted to take you guys along. I don't have everything that even goes in this journal because I couldn't take everything with me. And I'm going to be so sad if my Furly Girl did not get put in that box that's supposed to be shipped to me. So I worked so hard on that. But that's another video. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys kind of like what I have done now. And then I'll show you the flip through when it's completely done. So what we had to do, if we wanted, we didn't have to participate. I believe most people did, is you were to make 2 signatures. One signature to give away in a swap and one signature to keep for yourself. I tried really hard to pick a neutral background. I get it that my genre and style is not for everybody. So I tried really hard to try to just pick something that was very neutral. It didn't have a lot of bright in it because I literally didn't know who was going to get my signature. Then they did this really fun thing where we all got in a circle and George's daughter Andy read this fantastic little poem. And in the poem, it kept saying left and right. And so then we would like pass signatures to the left. And every time she said right, we would pass it right and then back left. And then at the very end, you had a new signature in your hand. And I was incredibly blessed to get the fabulous Debbie Spencer's signature. She's an amazing artist. I was so blessed to get hers. So then what you had to do was you were to make like an elegant or make a cover. You had to make a cover, and Karen had done a class on how she did very elegant covers. Now my brain, I get it, is odd. So I just see things and do things different. But we were giving this at the retreat, these beautiful kits to start with, which is where this image came from. I don't generally work very well with that. Like I can't follow written instructions no matter how much I try. It just doesn't connect with my brain. Excuse me. So what I did is I took Debbie's signature and I went out of the classroom, and they had in the hallways of the hotel, they had these huge tables. And I took the signature because obviously it wasn't sewn. I laid it all out. So I took all 15 pages of her signatures and I laid it out. And then I figured out what I wanted to be like my cover pages for 2 signatures. And then what I wanted to be my center signatures. And then from there, I took the signatures that I brought and I began to just add them so that I then had 2 cohesive signatures. And it actually worked. You know, I've never done this before, so this was quite challenging for me. And then I took my kit and I dumped it on the table. I know this is going to horrify all my type A friends. I apologize in advance. But this is how I create and this is how I work. And then I, believe it or not, I talk all the time and I know I surprise people, but I can actually be doing something talking and still hear somebody over there giving instructions. And I heard George say that there was this ruffle up on the table along with some other bits and bobs in this big, like they had a, I don't know, like a chest. And it had just small pieces of different kinds of materials and all of that. So I dumped all my kit out. And then I went and I got some of this fantastic ruffle. And I went through the little basket that they had. And I had the fabulous roommates. Well, they were my roommates too. But what they had brought, they so generously shared. I dumped it all in a pile. And from that pile is how I began to create my journal. And then my wonderful friend, Michelle at Boho Crafty Chica, she'll be in the description box. She had given our table these wonderful little bits and bobs. So I dumped that because that's how I work. I dumped it out. And I think a lot of it is I have to just see everything out in a big pile. And from that pile, I can begin to pull things and then it just starts coming together. That's just how it works for me. So that's what I did. So all of these little goodies you're going to see literally came from my table, from my wonderful crafty mate, Susie, over at Mary Not Martha, my wonderful friend Beth. She, as far as I know, doesn't have a Facebook or anything. But that is how I created this. So they gave you everything that you needed to create a journal. And I knew in my head a couple things. I wanted to be able to incorporate this signature. I believe Karen made them for everybody. So they're like a single signature. And I wanted that because that's what I'm going to document my experiences in. But I wanted this journal to be where I could pass it around like a yearbook, that all the wonderful women that I had the great pleasure and honor of meeting could write their information in. And eventually down the road, all the pictures I took, I'm going to add to this. And then I'm going to put it by what they wrote to me. So shall we get into it? So again, I just took everything apart. And then I began to build this cover. So this came with my little packet. And this image came with my packet. So I found all these little pieces spread out throughout. I tried to not take a lot, but just take little pieces for a couple reasons. A, we don't want to like be stingy. And two, it challenges you. If you only have little bits of pieces, it will really challenge your mind to use what you have. And so I just begin to kind of see this. And I'm really into the frilly girl. Again, I'll be heartbroken if I lost it. And that's kind of what gave me the vision for this. And so if you can look under here, you can see that basically I forget the name of this paper that they do, but it's literally kind of this, I don't know. Somebody will have to help me. I forget it, if it's craft text or what. But that's what I use. So I just began to take things that I had on my table, things that had been given to me, and I just started adding. I'm very big about layers. And so these are all little torn pieces of laces that I found. My friend Susie gave me this. And then the wonderful divas. I ran to their table and Lynn gave me some. Lynn and Bonnie and Cree, like they all, and Karen all gave me inks and stuff so that I could distress it because, yeah, like I couldn't have too bright. I had to break down that bright. And so this is just what I came up with. This wasn't even a full piece. It was just like a small piece, but it hid this top part that I really liked. This, I'm pretty sure I got from my friend Susie that she had given me to actually take home, but I used it for the cover. And then, of course, I love steampunk. And so people had given me some little bits and bobs of that. I think this came from Terry Fitzgerald, but I'm not sure. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. And you can see, I just begin to add to it. These were all the little trinkets that my friend Michelle had. And so there you go. That's what all this is. All right, let's get into it. Don't want this to be a 4-hour video. And again, so I'm pretty sure that I got this from Michelle. I'll need to like probably re-glue this down. It's kind of gone through the works. This, I'm pretty sure, was on our table. I don't know. Like literally, I haven't even gone. Aw, thank you for sharing your sparkle, Terry. Oh, this is from Terry Fitzgerald. I will try to remember to link her info. But it just fit perfect to go in with this. And then again, I got this from Susie. You can find all of her goodies at Mary Not Martha and Alabaster's Flask 7 on YouTube. And so this is from Debbie's Kit. So again, I just kind of mixed mixed her stuff and mixed my stuff. So this was Debbie's and this was my kit. And that's all I did. I'm going to flip kind of fast because I haven't even read all these messages yet. But again, you can see Debbie. And then they had like all these lace pieces. So what I did was I just started gluing like different lace pieces that would go with it. Again, this is from Debbie. This is mine. Again, just pieces of lace that they had laying out. This was mine. This was Debbie's. This is all Debbie's. Isn't she amazing? She's such a gifted artist. I just loved the signature. This was mine. Oh, and then, yeah, I made pockets that you could add in there. This is some of my coffee dyed papers, the kit that I use. I had this old map that I added. This is from Debbie. And I just love how we didn't know. Oh, so I told you about Karen's fabulous portrait in the last video. Is she not the most amazing artist? I'm telling you, this woman can teach me a lot. She is like the scientist of color. She just knows how to do it. And there really is a science to doing colors. And she is brilliant. I love this. This is so Karen. I'm just telling you, I adore her. And her husband was so amazing. Went to the comic book store for my grandbabies. Like, just amazing people. But again, Debbie. Yeah, I do get off on rabbit trails. Debbie, and then I added some of this bits and bobs and some of this sparkle because it just kind of seemed to go with it. Debbie, me, this is mine, and then I just add some pockets because I do have a lot of stuff to add to it, different tags and things. And then again, this is mine. So all I did with my kit was I inked it and I sewed the pages because I had no idea what to expect. And so that was all mine. This was Debbie's. And this is Debbie's. This was Debbie's. This is mine. Mine. And again, Debbie. And I just love how it just worked out that our colors just blended absolutely perfect together. And so I love all of this. And then what I did when I sewed in my signatures, so I did a hidden spine, because I didn't want to see the stuff behind, but I also wanted to somehow integrate this beautiful journal that I'm pretty sure Karen made. She's over at Vintage Elegance. I will do my best to remember to link everybody. But she made this. So I'm going to write in this of my experiences there and all the wonderful ladies that I met. So I wanted to leave a gap in between the two signatures that I made so that, A, I wouldn't have a gator mouth. I'm not into that look. If you are, that's fine. I just didn't want a gator mouth. And it's already pretty chunky. And so I wanted it where this could fit perfectly into there. And I think I achieved that. And so this again is from Miss Debbie. And then this is my paper and some more of Debbie's wonderfulness. Debbie, me, and then more Debbie, and then this again is my kit. This is some fabulous stuff that I got. This one's mine, but it went perfect like with Debbie's stuff. This is more of Debbie's. Debbie, I'm trying to go fast because like I have all these wonderful little messages and I don't necessarily want all of that stuff on there, but look at all of this fantastic stuff that Debbie just did. It was so fun. And you have to just like, because you have one class to do this. So we meet at like 8 o'clock. We broke at like 12:30. And then we came back, I want to say around 2:30 and worked till like 5. And then we could go back in the room, I believe at, oh my goodness, what was it? From like 7 to 9. But here's the thing. I struggled to sit still. So I couldn't just sit there and do this. I had to bop around and, meet everybody. So it was a challenge to literally get this done. I've never made a journal this fast in my life. And I would say that I'm fairly quick, but not that quick. And so I'm very happy with how it turned out. So again, I'm pretty sure these are all Sheila's goodies. Boho Daydreams. Sheila at Boho Daydreams. You can find her on YouTube as well. And I just love it. I love it. I have such a wonderful memories of everybody. Again, I just tried to add everything that I could. Again, this is one of Debbie's, but this is one of mine. And just look how the colors just blended perfect. I was able to add some more of this lace. I'm pretty sure I got that from my friend Susie. And then this was given to me. I can't even remember, like, everybody. And everybody on my pictures keeps asking for names. First of all, y'all know I struggled, like, to just type. So it would take me 4 years to just literally type out everybody's name. There was a lot of ladies. But when I do the final flip through, then I will have everybody's name and picture. But I also didn't get permission. And I want to make sure that everybody's okay with being on film because, you know, some people might not be. And I would never intentionally do that to anybody. So this is the journal that I came up with. And I'm really excited. It'll be a keepsake. I hope that my grandchildren will one day be able to look back on it and be able to get a feel of just how wonderful this retreat was. And how much I loved it. And then these are just like bits and bobs from Debbie and just fantastic. I just love it, love it. Again, you can kind of see how I just tied that all together. And it just worked. It worked at work, which I am very pleasantly surprised that it did, especially in that time frame. You know, hey, I'm up for challenges. But sometimes they don't always work out the way that you want them to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through. I had such a good time. And I wanted to show you guys one other thing, and I'm going to show you, so my fabulous mates, my birthday was like, I think the first or second day we were there, and look at this. So I don't work well with beads. And like I've been saying for the last few videos, I have discovered that sometimes it's better to just like buy it from the experts. Okay. If it's above my pay grade, it's above my pay grade. I'm not going to stress myself out over it. And look what they made me. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Now, if I could just find my glue bottle, I could attach it. My sugar bell has disappeared. I don't know. I need an assistant, seriously. But then Miss Randy, she did these like cuffs that we were supposed to make. So it came with a kit, and I actually had a vision for that. So all these classes, I didn't necessarily have like a vision that flashed by, but for the cuff I did. And by then I really needed to grunge something. I don't know what it is. I'm weird. I don't know what to say. I like to smear things with textures, and any retreat I go to from here on out, my carry-on will literally be my supplies. So this was the cuff that I came up with. I did not sew it. And yes, I realized that I could have moved the buttons, but why when you can just pin it? So I will eventually rust that out. So you take the papers and things that they gave you, and you are to make a cuff. And so as you can see, this just kind of slips on, and now I have this wonderful cuff. Isn't that like so steampunk? Oh my gosh, I love it. And of course, okay, I had to literally grunge something at this point. I like had so many bright colors that like my brain was starting to wig out. So I ran over to the diva table, and Lynn was there, and she had this stamp. They like totally came prepared. She had this stamp. So basically, I just started grabbing different bits and bobs that I had like scrolling across my table like always. And I was flying by a table, and I seen this wonderful trim, and she was so generous to share with me. So I took that. I took all of these little shells. This came from Lynn from Divas. She had made these, so I glued that on. Literally went to the kitchen and asked for coffee grounds. I know I probably horrified some people, but hey, like I needed some texture. They were laughing. They didn't know what to think of it, but they gave me like real coffee grounds, and everybody drank their coffee with cream, and I needed just like black coffee. So I borrowed from the Divas. I got some spray so that I was able to really grunge it out because I love it. And listen, I like things that look like they've been buried in the sea forever. And so for me, my cuff needed to just be really, really grungy. And I actually love it. I'm going to make another one is I want to do this like Comic-Con thing or whatever it is with my grandson. He's kind of shy and he loves it, but I want to encourage him to dress up. So I'm already putting together a steampunk outfit. And I thought this is going to be fabulous with it, so I'll have to make another one. It might not be from the sea, though. you know, I'm one of those little creatures that run around both at sea and on land. Like I said, I just have this weird imagination. So I wanted to just share that with you all. I hope you enjoyed it. I had the most amazing time. So thanks again, George and Karen and Sheila and Karen. Like, just thank you, thank you, thank you. I had a wonderful time. It was truly life changing. And I appreciate you all stopping by to see all the goodies. So I hope you all have a fabulous day. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share as we're going to be working on that 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So again, shoot me whatever it is you want. I am up for any idea. I would like to get the ball running though, so that I can know what we need to do, get the supplies together, start making it, because I will be gone again in July. I will be going off to my sister and my wonderful friend Ricky's, but I'm going to be doing something real fun with Catherine Hernandez's goodie box from Mindful Junk Journaling. Yeah, I finally got a vision. And my sister's an amazing artist, and we're going to play together and film it for all of you. So I hope you join us, and hopefully by then I'll like be a little more techie smart. We'll do cute little intros and all of that for you. So again, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and as always, guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.